Okay, welcome everybody to another Monday Junday. Kind of running Saga through again today. Fairly similar list to what I've been running recently. Just a few changes in the sideboard. So trying out Ghost Vacuums as something as an answer sort of Boros. I think it's quite good. It eats Flage every time, and you can also eat a load of their creatures and then pop it and get your own guide pride and stuff. And then Grafticus Cage as our heavy graveyard hate. I think that's everything I wanted to try out today. So yeah, we'll jump straight in. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, hope you're doing very well wherever you're watching from. Take this opportunity to plug my Manatraders partnership. So if you are interested in joining Magic Online, I highly recommend Manatraders as a card rental service. It allows you to play whatever you want all the time and switch between decks. You'll find a link and code in the description below. Good for 40% back on your third month of subscription. And thanks to everyone that's used those. Obviously I do get a little bit of a kickback from those as well. Gonna mulligan this 5-lander. Push into Goyf is good in some matches. If one of these was a Saga, I'd consider keeping it. But yeah, I think we can do better. Yes, we'll mulligan. And yeah, this is better. Keep. I'm gonna keep. I think I'm gonna bottom one of these removal spells. Probably shoot the Sheriff. Molten Collapse a bit more flexible. Gonna go Thoughtseize into hold up Bowmasters probably. Garden Fellows. So this is probably Neoform. Go and grab a Overgrown Tomb here to go with our basic mountain. Yep, Neoform. So it's a new form of Neoform where they're trying to just Neoform out just a load of big creatures rather than actually comboing off. I'm going to take the namesake card here. So yeah, if you want in Neoform, it's usually they play an Allosaurus Rider for free and then Neoform it into something huge. This time it's usually Galta to put a load of other creatures in. They can just put Grizzlebrand in as well. The other Goyf's an interesting one, and I think what we're going to play here, I haven't got any card draw, so yeah, I'm just going to go Nether Goyf, Surveil. Yep, happy to put another Thoughtseize on top. Thoughtseize is a little awkward because it uses our entire mana next turn. Because we can't go Thoughtseize and Collapse. Okay, they don't put a land into play. Probably dead. Not quite dead to just Neoform because they haven't got a Allosaurus Rider to go with it. So Goyf's still a 2-3 here. I don't know if I'm meant to Thoughtseize. They didn't play a land. They could Eladamri's Call for one though. I think I'm going to Thoughtseize. Yeah, they do have Eladamri's and they do have Allosaurus Rider. So I think I just take the call. No, it's probably Allosaurus Rider. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Rider. It means they can call for a land potentially. Oh, I went too far there. Let's have the call, which they're going to use now. Okay, they get Allosaurus Rider. Yeah, I guess it's giving them the choice wasn't great. They could just go for a Rider to block because it would be a 4/4. But then we do have the Collapse. They can also Hooting Mandrills. But we do have the answer to that. Another Nether Goyf. Our clock is not very quick. As soon as they find Eldritch Evolution or Neoform, we're pretty dead. They do have 2 Galters in hand, but they can just go and get like Grizzlebrand. Okay, Hallowed Fountain. So we know the 4 cards in their hand aren't great. They could just cast an Allosaurus Rider now that we've got rid of the removal spell. They don't know what else we play. Allosaurus Rider would be out of bolt range, but they decided against another Nethergoyf. Keep attacking, I suppose. Yep. Pass the turn. At least that doubles our clock. We can we can point a push at an Allosaurus Rider if we need to, because it does. You can still target it, just won't kill it. That's a very good draw. I'm just going to dash. Attack with everything. Gemstone Mine. Okay, and then I'm just going to play the next Nethergoyf so we have definite lethal next turn. So yeah, Thoughtseize our friend here. I think Grafdigger's Cage. What does it say? Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Okay, so they do play it as a blocker. They exile Galter and Summoner's Pact. So Terastodon, Galter, 1 unknown. But now we can, like I was saying, we can use the push as a. So we attack with everything. Push grows each Goyf by 1 point. So if they, whichever way they block here, I think we're fine. I don't think there's anything they could do. We can also actually push the creature that they're blocking, which is actually better. Because it's gonna, Ragavan's gonna die anyway. This makes the Goyfs 4s, so 2 are lethal. Yep, would have had enough damage there. Okay, so let me just read Neoform and Eldritch Evolution, because some of these don't work the way we think they do with Grafdigger's Cage. Neoform is search your library for a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Okay, so it works against that. And Eldritch Evolution. Yeah, so this does work because they both put it straight from your library onto the battlefield. Something like Indomitable Creativity does not work because it exiles and then the creature enters from exile. But in this case, we will be bringing it in. Torpor Orb's an interesting one. Damping Sphere could be. We don't want the Fatal Pushes. They usually only run 1 basic, so Boseiju could be good. They don't actually use the graveyard apart from the one of Hooting Mandrills. But we're cutting quite a lot. Oh, they do run. I could see Haywire might, because they do run the enchantment that Samwise runs. Birthing Ritual, they do run that. Shadow Spear, we don't really need. I think I will bring in Torpor Orb. Maybe Damping Sphere. Let's slows them down a turn, maybe. Pithing Needle doesn't do anything. Ghost Vacuum, maybe just bring in an extra Boseiju. Try that. Yeah, the card we're really interested in is Grafdigger's Cage, at least in the short term. Okay, so we could lead on Saga here. So you go Saga on 1, and then look for Grafdigger's Cage, but I think we can do better. We can't cast this Liliana either. This is better. I'm just gonna bottom one of these Sagas probably. Yeah. Might lead on Saga. Yeah, I think I will. They might be running Force of Vigor. But this allows us to get Grafdigger's Cage on turn 3. Next turn we'll just go Overgrown Tomb, Goyf. Like they can just put something huge into play here. If they have Allosaurus Rider Neoform. Okay, they do shock this in. 2 mana. Okay, so they do have Birthing Ritual. Do they now have Allosaurus Rider as well? They do. Okay, so we'll see if they have something big in the top 7. See, hopefully not. And then we're no longer on the Nethergoyf on turn 2 plan. Okay, they do have something they can bring in. Well, Trax is a good one. Veil of Summer's good. Stops our Liliana. Veil of Summer, Misty, and Allosaurus. So, yeah. Just kill this. Get the most out of our F6. So the problem is we can no longer edict this because there's just Veil of Summer on Lily. Unless they tap out, which I can't imagine they will. Okay, so we'll float the mana. Let's get... Do we want to expose Grafdigger's Cage? I think so. Then, I mean, we need to make them use their veil. Yeah, it's going to get Blood Crypt. Obviously, Liliana would be a good answer here. But sadly, her ability is just going to get veiled. But we have to churn through this and hope to draw Molten Collapse or Shoot the Sheriff. I doubt they'll go at Lily, considering she's on 1. Yeah, it goes at us. Yeah, they play the Allosaurus Rider as well. Yeah, so nothing we can do there. Okay, always going to be harder on the draw. Maybe we're meant to mulligan to either Grafdiggers or Thoughtseize. Definitely an argument to say that game we shouldn't have bothered showing them the Grafdigger's Cage. Or the Liliana, because now they're probably bringing in a load more, if they didn't have it already, Force of Figures, but they probably brought those in anyway. Right, yep, be on the play. Well, this hand has discard and Grafdigger's Cage, but no lands to cast them. This one, I mean, it's awkward. It has Ragavan, but how good is that? Right, opponent's mulled to 6 as well. I think this hand is... I think I'm going to go to 5. I think we can do better. Okay, well... rather punished for that. I can't go to 4, can we? But again, this hand's just so ropey. We go Ragavan. Try and get... I guess we have the Saga as well. Okay, I'll keep this. Put back Crocs. Do we think they can do anything to a turn 1 Ragavan? Is it greedy to put this back? Do you just go, hey, where am I think we're going to put that back and hope for the best. And hope they can't interact with the turn 1 Ragavan. I think they struggle to interact with turn 1 Ragavan unless they play a Allosaurus Rider. But then they won't really want to block with that. Okay, not a good draw. It's okay if they, especially if they play Grizzlebrand. Okay, we'll play Saga. I'll play a Haywire Mite. But this could just be too slow. They could just put an Atraxa in next turn. Maybe I was meant to mulligan again. Not finding any discard in our either our 7 or our 6 was a little bit awkward. Well, no, we did find it. We didn't have lands in the first one, I suppose. It's probably gone from... I think Neoform was a fairly good matchup when it was just the combo version, because our Thoughtseize are really, really effective. But now it's kind of mid-range. Maybe it's got worse. Okay, land. They're probably going to go for it here. Okay, birthing. Oh, but okay, so that's okay because we can Haywire Mite that. Okay. So you need to Haywire Mite right away. I guess they can now block the Ragavan. So we really need to draw a land. That's rough. That's really rough. Okay, we had to use it there, otherwise they could just go and get something huge. We've got time, potentially. Hopefully they don't have Neoform. Looks like they do. See what they get. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's like Grizzlebrand or something. But I don't think we're gonna come out on top here. If we found a land there, maybe we should have attacked. I probably should have attacked with Ragavan anyway to bluff Bowmasters. Okay, they find protection from black and white is pretty good, and it's an 11/11. Okay, so we're going to need something good. We can't shoot the Sheriff here. We're miles away from Liliana. Okay, I'm just going to concede. Yeah, okay. Obviously the mulligans were rough. Maybe I should have gone to 4. Yeah, don't know, but I think yeah, that was just kind of rough. Deck's been doing really well. Do expect to see, don't be surprised if you see Neoform in when you play some Modern at the moment, but yeah, bit of a rough start, but we'll move on to round number 2.
Right, I was hoping it was a very good hand. We've got Renin 6, but no mana to cast it. I'm going to keep it anyway. Try and surveil into another land. We've got a nice balanced hand otherwise. Don't really want to see something like Eldrazi. Something we can cash in our Fatal Push is good. Yeah, okay. So I think here I'm just going to play this one. Just keep our life total nice and high, play a turn behind, and want to save this to surveil anyway. Thoughtseize. So Thoughtseize gets a lot worse as it goes on, but I think we can wait until next turn because of they. So I'm not sure they have Cutter because they might not have played the Bauble. And Thoughtseizing next turn is good into expressive iteration. So I'm just going to pass and push the Swift Spear this turn. That could be wrong. If they go Cutter, I'll be... Yeah, obviously that would be annoying. Okay, so no Cutter. So we'll just push a Swift Spear here. Okay, a Surveil land. So okay, they go for a mutagenic growth, so we're obviously going to push that one. Okay, stay at 16. Okay, Blood Crypt. So Thoughtseize them. Okay, they have double iteration, which is obviously pretty good. Take one of those, and then I'm just going to surveil here. We have found the land for Renin 6. I wonder if I was meant to kill the Swift Spear instead with Collapse. We're at 14. This turn, looking for a Tarmogoyf really. Gonna go and get green red here. Okay, they put a mountain out, so no double spell, which is good. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll grab a commercial district. Haywire might... No, we don't want that one. Okay, so here I'm just going to play a tap land and then Molten Collapse the Dragon's Rage Channeler. So then we can save our life points and just Liliana away the creature next turn. Okay, that doesn't work so well. Now they've got a cutter. Hopefully they don't have a spell. They do. Yeah, this is probably just over now, unfortunately. Just didn't. Like, we answered a lot of stuff, but they just kept going with more. Oh, they have Bloodstained Mire in hand. We go to 3. So we edict 1, then we're dead to any spell. Oh, they edict the... Oh, I guess they can equip here, so that makes sense. Okay, they equip. So essentially our route to victory is the opponent destroying lands and us going Tarmogoyf Shadow Spear or Nethergoyf Shadow Spear. They do attack us. We go to 1. Okay, so we know they have Bloodstained Mire in hand. No point in playing Ren 6. Oh, we can go Ragavan Equip. No, okay, so as we're going to do, we're going to plus get rid of Ren. Liliana, keep the new Liliana, edict you. Cast the Ragavan. So the opponent needs a creature or a burn spell. I don't think they run another Surveil land, but like a pump spell is no good. A creature we can block. Okay, they do find a land, so we're in this. Because we can go Shadow Spear, equip Shadow Spear. Obviously hold open a red mana. Violent Urge. Okay. We won't bother casting that. Play the land. Tick up Liliana. So we have removal now. We're at 4. Beating in with this Ragavan. Okay, the opponent is finding just lands. So this was our route to victory. You know, we're at 1 life at one point, but to just about get there. So we'll... Haywire Might's good against Catan, it gains us life. Don't think I want Toxic Deluge. Pyroclasm isn't great. Graveyard Trespasser's fine. I don't really like Thoughtseize, it was quite good there though. Shadow Spear's obviously great. Spellbomb's actually okay against the Channeler. I think I definitely want to cut some Thoughtseize. Toxic Deluge is a weird one because obviously it can kill their stuff, but I guess Pyroclasm... I'm going to change the Thoughtseizes for Pyroclasms, I think. Now that this deck's getting bigger, I wonder if we're meant to switch some of the Thoughtseize for Inquisitions. Don't know. What do you think about this one? We've got a Bolt. We can fetch a Surveil land. I'm really looking for Tarmogoyf. Okay, this sounds good. Bottom the Bloodstained Mire, I think. Let's lead off with Shock into Ragavan. If they attack here, I'll block. Because we have another Ragavan. Our opponent goes Swift Spear into Bauble. Violent Urge in the bin. Bauble us. I'm not blocking the Swift Spear now, but I will block the Channeler. Okay, they have Lava Dart, which is pretty good. So here, it's gonna play the Goyf, I think. Yeah, we'll play Goyf. And next time we get to go Saga and double spell. I'm blocking here. Cutter's good. Kinda don't want... Okay, they hit Delirium. Goes to 5/6 though. I don't think we could have played Saga at any other point in order to go and get like something. Going Ragavan turn 1 into Goyf is good. See what they have. They could be Lava Darting. Violent Urge is now turned on. We're not too bothered about that. Like essentially it's just a bolt, given that we're definitely blocking the Swift Spear. Okay, they Lava Dart from hand. They could go Lava Dart, have a very big turn. Okay, they don't. Seiju's interesting. So just... am I meant to attack here? I think so. I guess they're going to make another token, but we can potentially block. I feel like attacking is correct because we're actually threatening lethal here. So we just go block, block. That could change things. Oh, should have thought about Lava Dart. Yeah, that's probably just enough. So we go block here, take 3. Yeah, okay. I don't think actually the attack mattered. The show off was very good. Yeah, don't think we want to make any changes. Bowmasters isn't great, but it does kill Dragon's Rage Channeler potentially. Yeah, we can keep this. I'm going to fetch Shock here. We need to get all our colours. But it depends what they do. If they go... Yeah, I'm going to go fetch Shock Nethergoyf because we're okay if they bolt that. Right, so yeah, I think I'm going to... Do we bother fetch Shocking to get this Nethergoyf down? I think so, because it uses our mana, and yeah, it's a little bit painful, but if they play a Swift Spear and we block it, it still saves us some life, so I think using our mana here is good. An Overgrown Tomb. Probably wouldn't if it was just a... Probably wouldn't play this if it was just a land without a fetch, because then they just Lava Dart this. Something they could do is Swift Spear Mutagenic Growth. I suppose if they go Bauble. If If I go mutagenic growth, I'm probably blocking. Okay, bauble. I think we let that go then. Yeah, so I think we'd let this attack through. And then probably just go Saga Goyf. Yeah, it's either Saga Goyf or it's Saga Bowmasters. They've already drawn with the bauble. I think I'm just going to play the Goyf. And then, yeah, I'll attack with the Nether Goyf. I'm going to get our damage through where we can. One of the classic situations here where you can target the Goyf with a lightning bolt, but it won't kill it. Okay, cutter's good. Well, Tormod's Crypt is also pretty good. So I'd block here, make them use the Tormod's Crypt. I think so. Because otherwise they're just going to keep it hanging over us anyway. Oh, it does have trample though. Okay. Can I play the Bloodstained Mire and pass? Bloodstained Mire makes the Goyf bigger. We're looking to get Shadow Spear next turn. Okay, so with Preordain on the stack, I'm just going to play this Bowmasters. And then ping. So we're going to get 2 pings, but I don't think we can ever kill these. So I'm just going to ping them. And we get to surveil as well. We do make a bigger construct. Opponent did 1 top, 1 bottom. Need to think about how we're going to block here. I think I'm just throwing the Bowmasters in front of here. This has trample anyway. It's doubtful we're throwing away the Nether Goyf, because I want to be attacking with Shadow Spear next turn. Right, so they have Lightning Bolt, which does make another token. Maybe I was meant to ping this in case they spell again, and then this one would have died. Oh no, it wouldn't, because they already have Prowess. Okay, we might just die here, to be fair. Especially if they have Violent Urge. At least this one doesn't have Trample anymore. I'm going to fetch, because we need to fetch anyway. Let's grab a Raucous Theatre. Graveyard that one. Sadly doesn't grow the Goyf. So it's going to go block, block, leave this one. They could bolt the Nether Goyf, which is a real problem. Okay, they have Violent Urge.
Okay, so we take... Oh, that is enough. Gross. Yeah, that was pretty gross. Dead on turn 3. We didn't even shock in that much. Maybe I had to fetch. Because we needed to equip shadows. Well, we didn't need to fetch, I suppose. Yeah, I probably should have done the maths there. Let's say we don't do that. I think we made the correct blocks. If we don't fetch, we live at 1, and then Saga makes the mana goes get a Shadow Spear. We attack for 5 with lifelink. Okay, might need to think about that matchup a little bit more. Lost a couple of close games there. Like, definitely could have seen it going the other way. Might, don't know, maybe I meant to look at some Inquisitions, but yeah, we'll move on to round 3 anyway. Right, be on the play here. Yep, hand's good. Lead off with Ragavan. Still one of the better plays on turn 1. Don't have any removal to make sure it gets through, but next time we can double spell, potentially triple spell if this connects. Not looking likely with Steam Vents fetched. Sure. Okay, drawing Inquisition was good. Looks like Prowess again, see if we can get our revenge. Yeah, we're going to play that one. So I'm just going to fetch a basic here. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Inquisition. Leave that on top. 2 more channelers. I'm going to take an iteration, I think. Play a Nethergoyf. Maybe I was meant to take one of the channelers, because then they have an awkward turn this turn. So it's going to go channeler, channeler. Okay, so they've drawn something. I'm going to try and block. Make them use whatever they've drawn as opposed to... Yeah, so we're essentially here trading Mutagenic Growth for Nethergoyf. But we do have another Nethergoyf. Okay, so we know the 2 cards in hand. I'm going to Thought Seize. We've got 3 card types. We can give this flying. I think I'm going to attack with everything. So, I want a Fatal Push here. But then we'd have to fetch Shock, but maybe that's just okay. This is going to be bigger. I think I'm just going to hit the channeler. Oh, but we have to fetch Shock. Probably should have done that first. Oh! Well, that was stupid. Because that... I went for extra damage, but that gives this +1/+1 because they didn't have it. Well, that's a very big blunder, and one that I could definitely see costing us. Again, thought seizing before we've fetched to surveil is dumb as well. Misplays all over the place that turn. We had some really cool stuff we could do, but I just didn't think that that would give this delirium. Okay, preordained's pretty good. Get to look at the top 3 or so. See if they put one on top. Put Mutagenetic Growth into the graveyard. Go top, bottom. Play the land. But we're just about winning the race, but well, they're attacking. If I block, I think I'm blocking. Otherwise, would Violent Urge kill us? Not quite. Okay, Lava Dart. But flashing back Lava Dart still means we use trade, and we can get Nethergoyf back. Put one on top. Oh, they don't actually trade. Okay. God, that turn was so bad. Inquisition's not great either. I guess we just have to bring back a Nethergoyf. Land. Inquisition. Ragavan. Push. To attack. So if I hadn't done that, they wouldn't have had this channeler. We'd be so far ahead. Let's try and learn from it. I think that's one card. Okay, they topped a preordain, which makes sense. Put Cutter into the graveyard. I'm going to block here. Or are we? Because we do have lethal. So what we did to Violent Urge. So they do with their scry. Yeah, Violent Urge on the Dragon's Rage channeler kills us. They go top bottom, which is a bit scary. Can't block that one. Hopefully it's not Violent Urge. Okay, we go to 5. Could just bolt our channel, I suppose. Okay, they play another one. Well, that's a good draw. So we do that. Do we attack first? Because they're going to kill this. So if they're going to go block, block. But do we want to surveil with this? Yes, I think so, because we can draw a card. We could make it so they can't block. Yeah, I think I'm going to play this. Goyf. Graveyard that one. So we could do that now, draw a card. But now the opponent has to go. They couldn't block this. Do we want them to block? They have to block the Nethergoyf. I think I'm just going to do this now because we're definitely doing it anyway. If we attack with everything, they could choose now to not. They could choose to not block the channeler. I think I'm going to go for it because if we find a removal spell, which we do, so now we go. Which one are we? I'm going to just push the Swift Spear. Swift Spear represents the most damage, I think. I guess we could just hold. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah, I'm just going to hold it. Okay, they throw the Nethergoyf under the bus. Go to 2. Do I just push now? What are we dead to? Mutagenic growth on this makes it 4. Something like preordain. This can't kill us short of. I'm just gonna. No, I think that's fine. Obviously, we drew very well there. Okay, that's okay. Let them attack, but I mean they're dead, right? Unless they draw Bolt. So there we would have gone push the Swift Spear, because if they draw Lightning Bolt, we're dead. Okay, so we do take home the victory in game 1 despite a huge blunderous turn. I wonder if we want Damping Sphere. I don't think so. Trespasser will bring in the Pyroclasms. I took out Thought Seizes. I think that is correct. A1 is good. Could consider cutting some Bowmasters. They are on Preordain and Bauble though. Let's just go with that. Right, what do we think about this? I think it's okay. Goyf is one of the better cards in the matchup. We've got a turn 1 removal spell. Our land base is kind of ropey. I wonder if I meant to just. Trouble with fetching a basic mountain. I think I'm just going to play a turn behind. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand and 1 from Bauble. We'd quite like to cash in this Bowmasters to kill this. I think I'm just going to play Mire and pass. Maybe I meant to just bolt this because they're probably going to be attacking. But bolt is also good into show off. Okay, cutter. But might be able to. Oh, they find Delirium, unfortunately. Okay, maybe I was just meant to bolt that. Okay, so I'm just going to use a bolt. Yeah, I will just get the mountain. I probably should have done that earlier, but okay, Renin 6 isn't actually too bad. Could go Renin 6 here. I think I'm just going to fetch Shock Tarmogoyf. Make a 4/5, pass the turn. Iteration's so good in this deck. Every spell costs 1 mana or 3. Okay, they find a land. They play a tap land, which is good for us. We're blocking here all day. Mutagenic Growth doesn't do it. Surprised they attacked there. Push is a great draw. I'm gonna Renin 6 plus to develop our lands. I think I'm gonna attack here, especially now we've drawn the Fatal Push. Like, we can't just give them infinite time, so we do need to attack at some point. If I hadn't drawn the Fatal Push, I wouldn't have been attacking there. Okay, Cutter. Holy Heat on the Tarmogoyf. So, okay. We can't make that any bigger unless we surveil specifically Urza's Saga to the graveyard. We'll see how they attack here. Yeah, I'm going to push one. I don't know what they have in hand. Okay, so we'll plus. I think I'm just going to go double Goyf now. Like just put 10 power onto the field. I could have more Unholy Heat, I suppose. Okay, maybe should have thought they might have more heats because they didn't do much last turn. I'm surprised they used it there as opposed to using it to trigger Cutter. They must have a load of spells in hand. Show Off's worrying. Yeah, Show Off into Iteration. How are we killing? I mean, we can kill this Show Off potentially next turn. This is very scary though. Depends what they find with this. We couldn't have done anything better there. Okay, Lava Dart if they have a land is just death. Because they can go Lava Dart us down to 8, Lava Dart us. This is, yeah, okay. That's good enough. Okay. I think we just resubmit. I don't think we want to do anything else. I thought this matchup should be okay. Yep, be on the play. Yeah, this sounds good. We don't have any removal. I wonder if I went to Inquisition on turn 1. Could just surveil as well. No, I think I want to just fetch Blood Crypt. Play the Ragavan. They'll probably go for a creature. They could just Lava Dart as well. Okay, they bolt. That's fine. Nethergoyf. Surveil. Graveyard that one. I'm gonna Inquisition, I think. Yeah. Cutter, cutter, bauble, bauble. Okay, I'll take a cutter. Next time we're going to go Wrenn and 6, Nethergoyf. Okay. So they do have another Warble. I might just go if we draw a land, I'll go Haywire. I might exile the cutter. We don't. So let's go this plus on Bloodstained Mire. Grab a swamp. So I'm probably not blocking here. Because if they go, they don't actually have Delirium. But if, yeah, maybe. Don't know. I really don't want to lose our Nethergoyf though, because we have the ability to Shadow Spear next turn. They do have a... no, they haven't played Lava Dart yet. Don't know. We'll see what they do. Okay, they have bolt. They bolt us. Make another creature. So they have one. There's one unknown. I'm surprised they bolt us. What do we think that means? I think I am making a block now. +1/+0 gains first strike. If they have another spell, yeah, I think we block the slightly smaller one. I think I want to make a block here. Maybe I. Because Violent Urge isn't double strike at this point. Unholy Heat. Okay. Okay, so they do hit us for quite a lot there, but they are now empty-handed. Saga's good. So let's go kill this. Play Saga. Could go Haywire, might exile this. Or we could go... I think Haywire, might exile is actually the play. Either that or we go Trespasser, go to 5. This has Prowess naturally, we'd be at 6. I think I'm going to go Haywire, might. Don't know, let me know if you do something different here. But we get a 6. Play a Shadow Spear and pass. Maybe I want to get the Trespasser down. We couldn't equip Shadow Spear as well though. Okay, Swift Spear into Preordain is amongst the best they could have, because now they get to look for any spell kills us. Yeah, one top, one bottom, we're just dead. Yeah. Okay, well, we've had a rough league so far. So if we'd gone Trespasser, we'd be at 4. Trespasser, we'd be at 4. They lava dart us down to 3. They lava darts again, so either way we die there. Couldn't have done anything differently. Okay, might need to consider that matchup a bit more. All very close games, but yeah. This one, I think I should. The first game, I think in that game 3, I should have probably gone mulliganed again, and then these two, don't really know. Like, we just kind of got burned out in the last 2 games. We won game 1 both times, despite a horrendous blunder in that one. But yeah, I have to give it some thought. Maybe double Shadow Spear. Maybe it's time for double Shadow Spear. I think the format is quite fast at the moment. But yeah, we'll keep going and try and salvage a 2-3. Right, good hand here on the play. Going to go Ragavan, Bowmaster's Liliana. See if we can get something together. So yeah, just going to go and grab a Blood Crypt here. Play the Ragavan. Pass the turn. Mountain, Swift Spear. Swift Spear again. Okay, so easy Lightning Bolt here. They could Mutagenic. Attack, make a treasure. Fiery Islet. Okay, I'm just going to go and grab a basic forest and play our Tarmogoyf. So 3 Prowess decks in a row. Okay, so Spear. So this turn, Shadow Spear is a nice draw. So let's go Bowmasters, kill Darcy while we can. I'm going to just attack with these. If they want to trade Swift Spear for Ragavan, we're fine with that. Grab this. Play the Shadow Spear. It's a pretty good turn there. Okay. So Swift win over Prowess. Are we obtaining the same thing? Maybe we're meant to keep in Thoughtseize to take the cutters and stuff. Let's give it a go. Bring in Trespasser. Maybe keep in a couple. Take out Crocs. Pyroclasm's not. Bowmasters maybe. Let's try something different. Keep in some of the Thoughtseizers. I'm not totally convinced, but sometimes taking their best spell. Maybe that's just bad. Maybe we should be bringing in Toxic Deluge. Right, interesting hand here. We're all in on going turn 2 Tarmogoyf and hoping to get to Saga, but I think it's hoping to get to Shadow Spear, but I think that's going to be too slow. This is obviously bad as well. We'll keep this one. Bottom land. Oh, we can't actually cast this Brennan 6. I think we'll do that. Let's go. Okay. That's a good draw. So now I think I'm just going to go land Thoughtseize. Take the. Oh, they're playing light up the stage. Because this is mono red Prowess by the look of it. Could take light up the stage, but I'm just going to take the cutter. So they can go something like bolt, light up the stage. That's not. We do need to be wary of playing Goyf into a bolt, but they can't bolt the Goyf at the moment. Okay, we find bolt. So I think I am going to fetch shock. Goes to 3/4, so they could go like bolt heat, but I think we're okay with that. If they tap out here, they bolt us, light up bolt into light up the stage, kills the Goyf. So they can now go heat. But we are at 12. Sure, so heat goes, so just go Nether Goyf, Shadow Spear. They know we've got bolt. Don't know anything about the cards in their hand. Nope, I was confused about this before. Barbarian Ring can go at creatures. I assumed it was just I assumed it could only go at face, but it can go at creatures. Okay, we're going to use our mana and bolt that. Oh, that's rough. Smashed Smithereens. A card I've not seen for quite a long time. They put one on top from their Surveil. I'm going to attack for 5, I think. Ooh, light up the stage is rough. Okay, Swift Spear and a bolt. So do we attack and then chump with the construct? I think so. They're going to go Swift Spear, bolt. I suppose they could bolt the construct. I think I am going to try and block. I want to save note. Hopefully, I suppose they could Barbarian Ring this. Yeah. Okay, so we're taking quite a lot of damage here. Cast bolt. We go to 6. We go to 5/4. Dead to another bolt. Okay. So we draw. Bowmasters. Interesting. What do we do? We could make the mana. We've lost Shadow Spear, obviously. I think I want to play Bowmasters. It doesn't actually matter because we can make the construct with the other saga as it is. Spellbomb or Haywire Might. I'm gonna grab Haywire Might. And actually then just attack for 6. Because now we can gain a load of life, because we can go tap all our mana, exile Saga with Haywire Might,
and then play Bowmasters. I'm gonna just play Bowmasters now. Do we shoot the opponent? I'm gonna try and shoot the Swift Spear. Then they draw a card and we get to shoot the Swift Spear again. Okay, finally get our revenge on a Prowess deck. Yeah, we'll play the 5th and final round. Right, yep, play first. And yeah, okay, we'll try it. But the land coming in tapped is awkward, but got turn 1 Ragavan on the play. This hand's, you know, we've eventually got decent spells, but yeah, just need to get there. See what the opponent does. Some decks just can't deal with the turn 1 Ragavan. Eldrazi Temple is often one of them. It looks like it's the Tron variant. That's a good draw. Chalice of the Void. Don't want to see that. So here, I think I'm going to go Thoughtseize. And then we could Molten Collapse the map. We'll see what they've got in hand. Okay, they have enough lands. I don't think I'm going to cash in the Molten Collapse here. I'm going to take the Kolaghan's Command and then play a Goyf. Because next time potentially we could collapse. I don't think Descend looks at tokens. So if we have another treasure. Okay, play the Flesh Raker. Mine, Flesh Raker. Okay. 2/2. Let's attack with everything. They'll probably block. Maybe I was meant to just Molten Collapse this. I think we're happy enough trading like that. Saga. Goyf. Yeah, I probably should have just Molten Collapse because they... No, I think that's fine. Want to save the Molten Collapse for the next one. We're threatening a lot of damage now as well. Okay, there's a power plant, so they can get Tron next turn. There's the Flesh Raker. Okay. Let's go Surveil. Graveyard that one. I think we'll attack and see if they block. No blocks. Now, I think I'm just going to kill this. We know they have 2 lands in hand. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kill that because it's going to make a load of chump blockers is the problem. And map next turn doesn't actually... It gives them Tron, but they'd have to tap 2 lands to get it. So they could go this land. They'd have 5 mana for Eldrazi spells. We know they've got 2 lands in hand anyway. I suppose they could get like Bajuka Bog, but that's probably not good enough. Okay, they get the tower. They have 5 mana. They could get another Kozilek's Command would be pretty rough. Flesh Raker.
Mind Stone, so that's pretty good, but we can get Shadow Spear here. Make the mana. It's going to grow the Goyfs as well. And that should be enough. Eight, 9 with Trample. Yeah. Okay, so we take down game 1 versus Colorless Eldrazi Tron. Damping Sphere, yes. Break the Ice. Seiju. Potentially Meltdown. Potentially Haywire Might. What don't we like? Fatal Push is actually quite... Well, Fatal Push is probably a necessary evil against the... what's it called? Flesh Raker. I don't think Bowmaster's that good here. Shadow Spear is necessary again because of all the spawn they can make. Spell Bomb can go. I think bring in the extra Haywire Might. We did see Chalice of the Void. We have how many answers do we have to Chalice? Beseiju, Haywire Might, Collapse. That's probably enough. Let's try that. I wonder if we want Deluge or Pyroclasm. Probably. This hand is the definition of okay. Like, it's quite aggressive and it does have Damping Sphere, so I think I'm going to try it. Needs a little bit of help. Like, Thoughtseize off the top would be very nice. Don't really want to see a turn 1 Chalice. If they go turn 1 Chalice, I probably will cast the Nethergoyf into it, just to grow our Tarmogoyfs. Okay. Ooh, Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's great. Do that before they can cast a Chalice. Yeah, that was probably our best draw. They do have Chalice. They also have Khan, Double Tower. Could consider taking Khan here. They go Chalice next turn, we play Goyf and just kind of don't care. This does shut off a lot of our deck though. I'm just going to take the win con. They go Chalice, we go Goyf. They might even just play Mind Stone here. Okay, that's Chalice. Liliana's an interesting draw, if we if we draw a land. But even just going like Goyf into Goyf. What's this? Hopefully this isn't Thornot's-Ear. Okay. Thornot's-Ear, Goyf's not quite big enough to deal with that yet. Yeah, they take the Liliana. Okay. So let's go land. So this makes Goyf a 3, and then Fatal Push makes it a 4. Attack with Goyf. Okay, they do block. I'm surprised at. Do we need any double colours? I think just basic is fine here. So we can go push, target this, countered by Chalice, which is fine, but then Goyf eats Thornot's-Ear. Then we can play another Goyf. That's the Mind Stone. So Goyfs are now 5, so we've got lethal in 2 turns. I don't think I'm going to play... Yeah, no, I will play the Netherglyph. Glyphs are now 6s. Okay, that's a... no, that's not a good draw. Attack with everything. Opponent goes to 8. Now we want to play Netherglyph first. I'm going to play Netherglyph, especially with... of course, he's got that. Doesn't really matter, but... play the Damping Sphere. You also want to play the Damping Sphere as your last spell for turn, obviously. This stops Temple shenanigans. Okay, well, we kind of pull it back towards the end there. Let's get this in view. So, Prowess. We lost a close game to Neoform, which I think is a fine matchup. I'm not too concerned about that. Probably should have mulliganed to 4 in that last game, looking for a Thoughtseize. Other than that, like, you know, we saw that we did well against Tron. Prowess, the 2 losses to Is It Prowess is a bit of a concern, and I don't know what we can do. Our mana base is inherently quite painful quite a lot of the time, because we're trying to go sometimes Thoughtseize into Renin 6. So I'm going to need an answer for that. I don't know what that is. But let me know if you've got any suggestions of what we could potentially bring in against Prowess. I didn't have too much sideboard against them, but I think the deck's, you know, we're still doing all right. Yeah, so I think the 2 things that are giving me problems, I brought these 2 Ghost Vacuums as kind of to try it against Boros. Didn't end up playing against Boros, didn't bring them in at all. I think we probably need something to change around something in the sideboard for Prowess. So yeah, I will give it some thought. Do let me know if you've got any suggestions, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.